Hi pre-K friends, it's craft time with Miss Jen. This is going to be the last time we do a craft for this school year. Makes me a little sad, but we've had a great year and we hope that you have a good time in kindergarten, and for those of you that are coming back, we can't wait to see you again. So let's get started. Today we're going to make paper plate snails. So in your packet you received a paper plate and a baggie. Inside your baggie, you have little beads. They're called pony beads. And you got all sorts of colors. I have a yellow one in my hand right now. Some of them are different shapes. You also have in your bag 2 googly eyes. And they're a little bigger than the other ones that we've used so far. So that's kind of cool. And you got a sparkly glue stick. Mine is green. I know some of my friends got red and purple or blue or silver, lots of different colors. For this activity, you're also going to need some construction paper, 2 different pieces of 2 different colors, a pair of scissors. I have my quick stick paint stick because I still have some left over. You can use watercolors, you can markers, you could use crayons. You're also going to need a marker and a glue stick. All right, so the first step is going to be to cut our paper plate. If you look at the paper plate, there is a ring that goes around the inside. So there's the bumpy part of the plate, and then just inside that there's a ring. I am going to cut around that. Parents, you might want to take a thick marker or crayon and draw a line around there so that your kids can follow the line to cut it. The reason I'm doing this is because we don't have a ton of pony beads in our baggie. So for this activity we need just a little bit of a smaller surface. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my paper plate. Now remember, Miss Jen has been cutting for a really long time. I've had a lot of practice. So I can cut fairly quickly. But we want you to take your time so that you stay on the line while you're cutting. All right, so now my paper plate is a little bit smaller. The next step, I'm going to take my quick stick and I'm going to color my whole paper plate. So my quick stick is pink. So I'm going to color. I'm going to try to cover up the whole circle. And remember, these dry pretty quickly. That's what's really neat about these. Color. All right, so I colored my whole paper plate. I'm going to put my lid back on my quick stick because I like to be responsible and make sure that I keep my things so that I can use them again. I don't like to be wasteful. All right, now, while that's drying, I'm going to cut out the head to my snail. So I chose a light piece of pink paper. You can use whatever color you want. To make the head, or like the neck that comes out of the snail's shell, I'm going to draw an oval. Ovals are long and round. So I'm going to draw it with my marker. Now parents, you can let your child try to draw an oval, or if you want, you can draw an oval and let them cut it out. So here is my oval. It's long and round. I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. Okay, there's my oval. I'm going to put my scrap over to the side here. And now I'm going to cut out 2 little antennas that stick out at the top of my snail's head. And when you cut the antennas, they should be maybe about 1 inch long. You want them to be somewhat wide because we're going to glue the eyeballs onto them. So let's see. There's 1, 2, and then I'm going to snip that. So this is what my antennas look like. They're about 1 inch long and maybe ½ inch wide. All right, now my paper plate should be dry because that quick stick dries pretty quickly. Yep, nice and dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue on my snail's head or neck like that. So I'm going to take my glue stick and I'm going to put some glue on my oval. And then I'm going to glue it to the back of my paper plate, the back of my circle. Okay. So that's what that looks like. And now I'm going to glue on the 2 antennas. So I'm going to put a little glue towards the bottom of the antenna. And I'm going to glue that on. And now I'm going to glue the second one on. Okay. There's my antennas. And now I'm going to glue the eyeballs on. And they're going to go on the ends up here at the top of those 2 pieces. So I'm going to put a little glue on each end. There's 1 eyeball and the second eyeball. Okay. So I have his neck, his antenna, and his eyeballs on. Now I'm going to draw a little mouth with my marker. And my snail is happy, so I'm going to draw a little happy face on my snail. There we go. Now we get to decorate his shell. First I'm going to put my lid back on my glue stick so it does not dry out on me. There. So now you're going to take your sparkly glue stick and you might want to take a pencil and draw the circles on the snail for your child so that they have something to follow when they try to put the glue on, or you can just hand over hand with them to make the circles around and around, or just let them try to do it themselves. It's up to you. Alright, so if you squeeze the glue stick, the glue starts to come out of the end. So what I'm going to do is, as I squeeze it, I'm moving my hand and I'm making circles around and around. Now, because it's colored, we should be able to see the glue when it dries. Alright, I have to stop and try to get some more of the glue down there. Alright, so I'm going to take the circle almost all the way out to the edge. Put my lid back on because I have some left in there so I can use it again. Now this is where we're going to put the pony beads on. So you're going to take the pony beads out of the baggie. Whoa, they like to roll away, so make sure you catch them. And now I'm going to take the pony beads. I'll show you my glue circles here. You can kind of see how I put the glue around in a circle. I'm going to start sticking my pony beads on. Now, depending on how big you made your circle, you may or may not have enough pony beads to go all the way around. So you might want to spread them out a little bit. And then if you have enough to make it all the way out to the end of your glue or your circle, if you have some left over, you can go back through and put more on. So I'm going to keep on putting my pony beads on here. Okay, Miss Jen has all of her beads on her snail. I'm going to try to lift it up and show you. Hopefully they don't all fall off. My glue has dried a little bit. There. So there's Miss Jen's pony bead snail. We decorated its shell with paint or glue or markers, and then we glued on all of our pony beads to make the spiral shape of the snail's shell. Alright friends, make sure your parents take a picture of your snail and post it on Dojo. We can't wait to see them. I hope everyone has a nice, fun, relaxing summer break, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.